Hi, welcome to financialexpress.com budget series. We have with us Naveen from KPMG, and just let's get a sense of what budget 2017 be like from his perspective. So Naveen, if you take a top view of a very high view of budget 2017, what do you think budget 2017 should be all about now that we are more than 2 years into the Narendra Modi government? We are completely midway through, elections will come again in 2019. So what is it that Narendra Modi government should be tackling right now? What do you think would be realistically possible? What will come on the table? And if there are any 2 or 3 most important suggestions, priorities that you would lay out for the finance minister, what would those be?
So, contrary to what people would say that this would be a big bang budget, my sense is that this is a government that is acting at a very fast pace and is acting kind of through the year. So I would not regard budget 2000 to be a milestone budget. Obviously, understandably, politics around the corner with all the elections, you won't expect anything significant coming from a state standpoint. But I think directionally, where this budget should focus is on few areas. One is clearly on digitization. And I think whatever we've seen through the year in terms of whether you look at demonetization, whether you look at what the government has done in terms of tax, anti-avoidance, all of those things which you look at, whether you look at Aadhaar for that matter, I would see that there will be increased focus on ensuring that there is more access to digital technologies in various forms. There is increased level of compliance that is happening because Narendra Modi mentioned on 31st December the number of taxpayers that are paying taxes, and I think the focus of this budget should be in terms of how do you enhance the tax base. The second thing is really in terms of commitment to investors. I think this is a government that is wanting to honor the commitment to investors, wanting to maintain a stable policy framework, and therefore it's lived up to its expectation when it says that GST will be introduced. It's been constantly battling that over the last several months. So I think that firm commitment that yes, we will make GST happen in 2017-18 will be a clear indication. The fact that you are looking at a competitive environment where tax rates are going down and India doesn't want to be, it's a race to the bottom as far as corporate tax is concerned. So clearly the government will have to honor its commitment, and something very specific coming out in this budget in terms of how the tax rates will be tweaked to make sure that India remains an attractive place to do business in. I would like to see a lot more messaging around that. And third, of course, there is a focus that this is a time where the common man has taken a beating. There has been the disposable income is getting affected, consumption is getting affected, job creation is what the government should be focusing on. So to drive that whole inclusive agenda, to say that this is a government that wants to focus on while it wants to focus on its flagship program, how that translates into meaningful action in terms of creating jobs, in terms of higher disposable income, and in terms of offering maybe limited sops on the personal income tax so that spending can increase and investment can happen. I think that's what I would like to see.
Thanks for your inputs, Naveen. For a Prime Minister that has taken a bold decision and let's say an unexpected decision like demonetization, let's see what budget 2017 has in store for us.